Hi there, and welcome back to the channel. While doing our research, we have used the Visit East Lothian website for information, etc. And we came across the 3 suggested tourist routes through the county. The Coastal Trail, the Hillfoot Trail and the Saltire Trail. We thought it would be good to pull together a few wee videos to show the routes and point out some of the interesting features along the way. So in this video, we will start with the Hillfoot Trail. You will be wondering why we are going backwards. Well, we feel that the planners have made a mistake in not including Dunglass Collegiate Church as one of the parts of the 3 routes. So, we are going to start our trip on the old A1 in East Lothian and head towards the church. We don't want to bore you guys to death watching us driving along country roads, so between the places of interest we will speed up the footage. As we pass under the East Coast Rail Line, we re-enter East Lothian towards Dunglass Church. The entrance road to the church is a single track road, and as you can see, the area is extremely popular with dog walkers. As you reach the top of the drive, you get your first glimpse of the church, where there is ample parking if you'd like to pay a visit. Dunglass Collegiate Church was founded in 1450 by Sir Alexander Home. It was established as a collegiate church to support a community of priests. It showcases Gothic architecture and survived the Reformation. Though partially ruined today, it's a significant medieval site. In 1807, the estate was acquired by the antiquary Sir James Hall. The south transept of the church was used by the Hall family as their burial aisle. We covered the history of this church in a previous video, so we will leave a link to this at the end. Going back to the map from the East Lothian website, it suggests that all the driving routes start at the village of Bilstein, so we will head there next. We turn back onto the old A1 and travel the short distance to Bilstein village before rejoining the main A1. There is not a great deal to see in Bilstein, not even a road sign to say you are in the village. But not too far from the village is the Bilstein waterfall, well worth a look. On leaving the village, we will rejoin the main A1 and head towards the official start of the Hillfoot Trail, which is about 7 miles down the road. To the right of the A1, you will get a glimpse of Torness Power Station. We will cover a wee bit about this and the old Skate Raw Harbour in a future video about the Coastal Trail. So, as we have a wee bit distance to travel to the next point of interest, let me tell you a little bit about the up-and-coming videos we plan to make covering these tourist routes. This video is about the Hillfoot Trail and will be filmed in 2 parts. The remainder of the video will look at the villages of Stenton and Garvild, and will also look at the Pressmennan Wood and the Nunraw Abbey. There will be further videos covering the Coastal Trail and the Saltire Trail. I will tell you a little bit about these later on in the video. We turn left at the roundabout towards Stenton, the first village on the Hillfoot Trail. And here is where we see the sign indicating the starting point for the trail. Next stop, Stenton. As we make our way, here is some information about the village. Stenton is a picturesque village in East Lothian, Scotland. With a rich history and a strong sense of community, nestled in the countryside, it offers charming examples of traditional Scottish architecture, particularly around its village green and parish church. Stenton dates back to the medieval period, and its layout reflects a traditional Scottish village. Its name likely comes from Stone Town, suggesting early stone structures in an era when many Scottish villages used timber. At the last census, the population of Stenton was just over 300 people. The first thing we come across as we enter Stenton is a conical-shaped structure on the right-hand side of the road. The 16th century well of the Holyrood has a legend attached to its finial, which resembles a rosetted cardinal's hat. The legend states that the tender of Baal depends upon the well keeping its hat. The name Rood means crucifix, which indicates it was associated with the church. Our next stop is the Stenton Parish Church, a charming and historically significant church with origins dating back to the medieval period. The church has undergone several restorations and alterations over the centuries, which has contributed to its blend of architectural styles. The building you see today was largely rebuilt in the 17th century, with subsequent renovations in the 19th century, preserving its historical essence while adding Victorian influences. The graveyard certainly has a unique feel, thanks to its ruined tower of a 16th century kirk. Predating the current church, it now stands as a ducat for Stenton's pigeon population. The church grounds also contain the ruins of a former sacristy, which was later turned into a burial chamber for the Sitserf family of Rutchlaw. And this is where we have hidden the first Droneman Scotland keyring, just under these stones opposite the door of the crypt. Outside the church, there is one of many monuments in East Lothian to the brave souls who lost their lives in the Great Wars. Further down the village is the Tron. A tron was a weighing beam in use in medieval Scotland. Stenton used to produce grain, hides and wool. The goods were weighed here and sold at the weekly markets. These markets were held here until the 1850s. As we come to the end of this beautiful, picturesque village, we come to a junction just before the school. We turn left at this point and head towards Pressmennan Wood. While we drive up to the wood, let me tell you a little bit about it. Pressmennan Wood is part of Scotland's ancient woodland heritage, which means it has been continuously wooded for centuries. The forest is rich with native species like oak, ash and hazel, and it provides a glimpse into what Scotland's original woodland landscape might have looked like. Be careful from this stretch onward, the road is in a very bad condition. The woods and lake area are habitats for red squirrels, roe deer and various birds, including woodpeckers and owls. Pressmennan Wood is also one of the few places in Scotland where you might spot elusive pine martens. There are several well-marked trails in the wood that range in difficulty. These trails provide scenic views of the lake, the surrounding woodlands and occasionally clearings where you can see as far as the East Lothian coast. One of the unique attractions in Pressmennan Wood is the Troll Trail, featuring hidden wooden sculptures of fantastical creatures like the Glingbobs and the Tootflirts, created by artist Robin Wood. These sculptures are designed to blend into the natural environment, creating a magical experience for children and adults alike. Follow the trail through the woods and see if you can find their houses. Remember to look high and low. Pressmennan Lake is one of only a few large bodies of fresh water in East Lothian. It is tucked away within the wood and adds to the area's serene and mystical atmosphere. Pressmennan Lake is home to various fish species and attracts different types of waterfowl, making it a popular spot for birdwatchers. Our next stop is going to be the village of Garvild, but first we need to make our way back to Stenton to rejoin the trail. While we make our way back, let me tell you a little bit about the planned video for the Saltire Trail. On this driving route, we will start in Tyningham and make our way through East Linton, East Fortune, Athelstaneford, Haddington, and once again finishing in Tranent. On the route, we will tell the history of the area and take a look at any interesting features along the way. As we re-enter the outskirts of Stenton, we turn left and follow the road to Garvild. While we travel the 4 miles to Garvild, let me tell you a little bit about the village. The village sits upon a red sandstone formation and lies in a narrow, well-sheltered hollow or valley. The name of the stream upon which the village is situated, the Papana Water, appears to have been imported, given by nuns who came from Italy and settled down in nearby Nunraw. At one time, there were 2 breweries, 3 public houses, besides bakers, tailors, weavers, shoemakers, blacksmiths, coopers, and grocers within the village. Oliver Cromwell's army camped overnight in this parish, near Danskin Loch, during his march from Edinburgh to Dunbar. It is said they drank all the beer found within the breweries. At the last census, the population of the village was just over 300 people. The kirk is situated in the eastern end of the village. The northwest corner of the church is 12th century. The south wall has a sundial upon it, dated 1633, and the north aisle is of 1677. In 1829, the designer John Swinton from Haddington completely remodelled the church, in which included 4 Gothic windows and the western belfry. On the church there is another monument to the brave souls who lost their lives in the Great Wars. We did wonder what this contraption was used for. If you know, let us know in the comments. We decided to hide another Drone Man Scotland keyring at this location, on this fencing opposite the kirk. And before we left, we had a wee visitor come to say hello. We leave the kirk and head on through the beautiful village and head towards Nunraw. The signpost in front indicates a right-hand turn to continue on the Hillfoot trail, but the East Lothian guide suggests a visit to the Nunraw Abbey. So, at this point, we turn left. A short distance up the hill, you come to the gates of Nunraw House, which is the private house. The house was built in 1860 and incorporates the Hepburns' 16th century tower house. A little further up the hill, we reach the Sancta Maria Abbey. The building was built in 1969 for the Sistine Brothers of Mount St Joseph's Abbey in County Tipperary, Ireland. I understand there is a tea room, gift shop and lodgings at the Abbey. It would be best to check their website for details of opening times, etc. After leaving the Abbey, we travel back downhill towards Garfield. Next stop, Gifford. On the way, let me tell you a little bit about the Coastal Trail video. This is going to be the largest of the videos as we travel from Dunbar along the coast to Musselburgh and take in all the villages and features in between. These will include Tantallon Castle, Durlington Castle, Cockenzie House, etc. Just too many features to mention at this time. That's us back on the road to Gifford. This will be a good point to end part 1 of this video. Join us in part 2 when we look at the history of Gifford, East Salton, Pencaitland and Ormiston, before ending our trip in Tranent. Once again, thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel, like, share and comment on the video. It is very much appreciated. See you next time, and bye for now.